contractor CGC until when you appointed us sometimes in August 2023. The road from the presidential villa going to the Asokoro, that interchange, I couldn't believe that we can have it, that it was done by CGC, even though it was not awarded under administration, but everybody saw how that place was. So I started having confidence in them. And I told them, are you sure that Mr. President will commission this project in his second year in office? They said yes. I said, are you sure? They said yes. Should I include it as part of the project to be commissioned? They said yes. I said, you see, to look for my trouble is no good though. Now you have made promise. You have to keep to the promise. But let me tell you one thing you have done that has created confidence in contractors today. This road was awarded, it stopped somewhere. So in one of my inspection time, I came here. I said, where does this road lead to? They said, no, it stops there. I said, what is the meaning? Without a road connecting to another road. They saw that the village, they are giving problem. I said, why would they give problem? They don't want development. I think they are saying that they are from FCT, they are the city. Part of being in the city is that you have to make sacrifices. Those of us who are from the city, our lands are gone. As far as I speak to you, even when somebody dies there, where to even do canopy is a problem. But that is the sacrifice you must make, coming from the city. So if you are happy that you are from the city, you must also make a sacrifice. I sat down with the chiefs, they are there. Even though they gave me problem too. But when they saw my own problem was bigger, they said, let's talk better, settle this matter. For the first time,
I don't think you want to listen to all of that, right? So let's cut it short, right? Before we head out of Koolu.
We all have finished them to the glory of God, because no contractor will be left, because you borrow money and they don't pay them on time. Of course, variation upon variation. They know in my dictionary, there's no variation. So if I don't have the money, I tell them, hold on, no pressure. So I'm happy. This road again leads to all the judges' quarters, the Court of Appeal, the Federal High Court, and the Federal Capital Territory. By the grace of God, I don't know the particular day where that will be commissioned, but I know that they have finished it, and the judges' quarters is almost ready. Your Excellency, we cannot thank you enough to have the opportunity to be part of this this going on in the country. I've seen that this morning I hardly watch some stations, I hardly. But sometimes, I don't know how spiritually I was touched. I was taught to just tune in, I was watching. I didn't know that people can be paid. I didn't know. And now I know that such people are paid. My duty now is to make sure not to give them high blood pressure. As they pain them, you go to sweet us. As they sweet us, you go to pain them. That's my job. That's my job. That's my business. I will be happy every time, moving, laughing. And then they will be there fighting and shouting and killing themselves. So, Mr. President, we want to thank you that we are part of this, what is going on, the revolution that is going on. Your good work has skilled coalition. I was thinking that truly there will be coalition. So when they see what's happening every day, and I told my people, make sure that every national television must book in. So if they turn to DBN, they are watching Mr. President. If they turn to TVC, it's Mr. President. If they go to channel, Mr. President. If you go to MTA, Mr. President. Even the one I don't watch Arise, Mr. President. So very good, Papa, I don't follow Tinubu. If you see my mama, tell them I don't follow Tinubu. So they have no choice. And they must watch it for 17 days. That's what they can do. So, sir, Abuja should tell you, please, they are happy that even though you are giving them 10 days, the other ones will be shared by the VP, Senate President, and Speaker. But please help us. So that these people who say they are not happy, their BP will go up. By Friday, we'll go to Apo, 15-kilometer road to Wasa. By Monday, we'll be N5 life camp. By Tuesday, I not care for that. So they won't know what to do. Coalition is bound to fail, and it has failed. So, Mr. President, let me therefore invite you to come and talk to your people and then inaugurate this beautiful road that within 8 months, done.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele. Nuisance.
So Nigeria is actually in the gutters. So let me explain. Do you know that that meeting, that gathering is about uncompleted projects, right? But because they need validation. Do you understand? They love it as majority of you are talking about them. To them, it is to continue to give you high blood pressure by displaying incompetence in a way that you've never seen it before. Federal government of Nigeria, the president of the country, is out to commission rehabilitated patch road of 2.7 kilometers. This is not a new road, though. They didn't build any new road from fresh. Then he's there to commission a 500 meter, less than 1 kilometer, road that leads to judges' quarters that is not completed. But they are commissioning the 500 meter road to the site of uncompleted projects. And they said it is to make your high blood pressure. Those of you who talk about them, you know, it's about validation for them. You see where Tinubu was making his head like this. Tomorrow we go to Akpo. Tuesday we go to INEC headquarters, because in all of this there is not a single industry put up that will be part and parcel of their second year and celebration in Abuja. For example, Mr. President, in the last 1 year, we have brought, I'm just saying, you know, we have brought in these so investors, and in your honor, we are going to commission these new factories. These new factories, one here, one there, one here, here. They will be so honored to have you, because it is during your time that they all came, and within a year, they have completed their construction of their what do you call that again? Of their factories or something. Something to say, and they have added, Mr. President, and they have added at least 10,000 new jobs to Abuja, meaning Abuja municipal, I've been Abuja city, we indeed will be making more money. No. It's about awarding contract. That is what it is for these guys. Awarding 500 meter road for 2 billion naira. Awarding the completion of vice president's house for 21 billion. You get? Build a judge's quarter for 44 billion. Contract. Here you get. We give you this contract. You will do that one. I'll give you the one for Akpo Bridge. They tell me that you are a very good boy. I'm going to test you. Now, you know what? I'll give you the job for Akpo Market. You will repaint Akpo Markets. All right? And the boys they will take care of you. All right? Okay. Yeah, good. We have repainted Akpo Markets and added waste bin. So let us go there. Nothing really on human capital development. You know what they say? I don't know they call that thing again. Human Development Index, Abi. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to them. So Koolu and the people in that area, how they welcomed him and what is said there is also part of this chat this evening. Here is Koolu.
Progress of our people in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Like president of a country is commissioning 500-meter road, is commissioning rehabilitated road. And when they say rehabilitated, this is not like a upgraded road. Though. Rehabilitated in their own word is that where there is potholes, they will fill in the potholes, and the broken part, they will fix that, and they will paint the median and all that. Then they will bring a road sweeper to sweep it. Not that they are constructing any road like from the scratch, but he did construct some of this township road, though, right? Because they gave that to him. That he's been reconstructing some, and he has been. But these are like local government projects now. I mean, in my own opinion. But no. They need to make Tinubu feel so good. Did you see that part? They said Tinubu, the reason why they have paid all the media houses to every day show this display of substandard, what have you, this show of shame, so to say, because they are shameless, and you cannot shame the shameless, they say, okay? So now they have paid millions. God knows how much millions. They may come back and tell you that maybe that even cost them like 1 billion or 2 billion or even maybe billions. So media houses to keep showing where the wiki is banned, and then a Koolu, okay, doing all these displays, dropping flippant statements and all of that stuff, and then hoping that somebody is going to die of hypertension, high blood pressure, because they need to hear that some people are angry or even discussing all the display and all that, right? Validation. Koolu.
Under our Renew Hope agenda. Since assuming office in May 23, this administration has been guided by a philosophy anchored on reform and regeneration. Today, we've seen tangible proof of that philosophy in action. The corridor was underdeveloped for years, despite the central role in the Abuja master plan. Today, that narrative has changed. What was once missing as a link is now a modern, functional, and durable infrastructure. The artery, fully realized through the leadership of the FCT administration under the Honorable Minister, Barrister Maiyegun. This road will ease traffic, congestion around central Abuja, and improved connectivity to developing districts such as Katampe and Jahi and Mambushi. It will stimulate housing and business growth while serving as a foundation for future city integration. Infrastructure is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the bedrock of national competitiveness, growth, social integration, and economic opportunity. We recognize that our nation's development is linked to the quality of infrastructure, connecting people, cities, and industries. There's no way industrialization will flourish without good roads.
We are investing in roads, rail, power, healthcare, education, and digital infrastructure. It is only through this coordinated and integrated development that we can unlock Nigeria's full potential. I promise you we will. Once again, I commend the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Anyos Wike, his team, because he could not work alone. He could not achieve this alone. Without your collaboration as a team builder, a team player, it is impossible. But you have proved that teamship is the hallmark of good leadership. The road belongs to the communities and citizens of Abuja and us as the federal government. I urge you to protect it and use it wisely. The government has played its part. We did not ignore you. We did not worry about protest. And as I commissioned this road, insisting to the glory of God Almighty, I reaffirmed our commitment that we will continue to build, we will continue to serve the people, no matter how much the naysayers pursue their politics. We have somebody in Uzor Wike. He's not a member of my party, not yet. But the day he changes his mind and registered with Progressive, we will welcome him. Because we will enjoy him in singing. As he dey pain us, he dey sweet us.
As he dey pain them, he dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, we will dey pain them.
Thank you very much.
Koolu. So, where the Wike won't go to APC, Ebekebe, is in PDP, and he has just one job, and that is to keep them perpetually disorganized in disarray. Now, you can pretend that, how did they do that? Or how did Tinubu influence what is going on there? I won't be the one to explain that to you, okay? But here is someone that passionately was deceiving the people, but he's so good at it that you possibly will now see him as somebody who was only saying something that majority are suffering, but is only looking for something to get the attention of the guy that put all of you in that misery. I'm talking about Segun Sowunmi, a bit of a throwback again. That's the Tinubu he listened to. Changed his mind. But before listening to Tinubu and his brilliant brain, this was Segun.
Have you checked what the latest Amnesty International rating is about our country? Have you checked? Have you checked the last misery index for this country? Misery index, which is the index of which they use to see whether the society is like stable and people are not exactly miserable and sad. Have you checked the last opportunity of even the United States now removing us and adding us into the list of countries that are about to fail? Look, we own this country. It's ours.
Countries that are about to
fail, potentially having the capacity to fail. Now, if you see all of this and you say, oh, all is well, then we'll just say that, okay, maybe you're living in a different Nigeria from the one that all of us are living. But that apart, you want us to rate them. What are we going to rate them on? I thought we would be able to say, oh, they've done well on power, until the minister says, Jesus Christ can solve power, forgetting the fact that he had earlier said, if we need a couple of days, power will be good. Now, we've had a couple of times when even the entire grid will collapse. I thought we would have been able to you know, like kind of like rate them well on roads until the same minister says all the roads in Nigeria are sparkling good. They're like the highway.
Mr. Showmi, I'm sure you read that statement.
I thought...
Is that what the minister said? I don't want us to misrepresent what he said, just for the sake of pushing out.
Did I misrepresent him?
Is that what the minister said?
Is it not in public domain?
No, Mr. Showmi, you know how things work. I mean, have you read that statement?
I do not deal with the rebuttal of government officials. You know why?
Mr. Showmi, did you read that statement? And was that what? Can you paraphrase what he said?
My understanding of that statement is that he said all the roads in Nigeria is good. And I said to him, no, you've not gone to all the roads in Nigeria. You've not even gone to the roads that are before your nose. Have you checked what the...
But if you say he's hungry, we'll tell you that he's not hungry. It's that all of this noise is for access. Be careful of those you are going to join in shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, because majority are actually hungry. When I say hungry, it's not that they are hungry right now, but the reason why criminals in Nigeria have shown an excessive greed in their looting, by research, or you get now. The reason why they have shown that excessive level of greed in their looting is because majority of them, more than 90% of them, they are from their background. They were from the very, 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 very poor background. You get now. But somehow, over the years, right, they have managed to bridge that gap. But the fear of poverty is the reason why you see them steal so much money that they don't even know what they want to do with it. The money they don't need. Ask yourself, what would somebody do with 100 billion naira? And you are like 60 years old and you have stolen 100 billion naira. Like even if you start spending 10 million naira every day, you won't finish it in 50 years. But you're so greedy, so self-centered, enough that some will steal as much as 500, $1 billion, $2 billion. Excessive greed, right? But let me make everybody still pretend, because there's only one end to all of this, right? It is either we end this contraption and the criminals, or the contraption will continue to end us. Trust me. One of them ran mad at the airport this morning. Is where Adamu Oshi-Omo-Ole, the former governor of Edo State, former NLC president, former Edo State governor, and former APC, Egbekebeze chairman, and now he's a senator representing somewhere in Edo State. They said they had an appointment in Abuja this morning. Booked a flight that was to leave like 6:30 in the morning. You know, if you are a regular flyer, which I believe he is too, right? Adamu Oshi-Omo-Ole arrived at the airport. You know that boarding will start at least an hour before, an hour before flight time, right? Or departure is called, meaning you are advised to at least try to be at the airport an hour before departure. So, to the shock of so many, Adamu Oshi-Omo-Ole enter the departure terminal, or the terminal for the hairpiece, and it was like the flight was 6:30 in the morning. Oshi-Omo-Ole got there at 6:20 in the morning, meaning they've concluded boarding, they've closed their days. The aircraft is already on the tarmac, like taxiing, ready to move. And the next thing that happened is unbelievable. At least let's leave it on record.
No, that's what they are saying, that it's overbooked. That's right. Why the answer?
So, and they told him, they said, oh, the plane just left. There's nothing we can do. Like, that can be on us. We've done our job. We've cleared the passengers. We've boarded them. We've closed the aircraft. We are back on our desk to attend to other, passengers. Oshi-Omo-Ole, no go grill. At a point, the last part of the video was saying, he shut the supposed exit door where people would have to, passengers will have to pass through when it's time to go and board. Sort of, right? He shut it. He sat there on his own briefcase and said nobody was going anywhere. These were not guys who were on his own flight. These were the other people who are also flying, and they had their own flight to catch as well. That was when they put up that drama. Here is what Hairpiece put out, the statement put out by the Hairpiece. Here, they said, unruly conduct by a thug, criminal politician at Lagos airports. So APC reaffirms zero tolerance for violence, right? So here is their own part of the supposed story. So APC, okay, let's go to the second paragraph rather because of time. The prominent individual, Oshi-Omo-Ole in question, arrived at Muritala Mohammed Airport at Terminal 1, Zulu Hall, at approximately 6:10 a.m. for flight this scheduled to depart Lagos for Abuja at 6:30 a.m. In line with our standard on-time departure policy, Earpiece and standard departure policy. We'll leave that one first. On-time departure, really. Anyway, the boarding process had closed, and the flight departed as scheduled. Upon being informed of the missed flight, the politician resorted to violence, physically assaulting our staff, forcefully barricading the terminal's entrance. He went as far as sealing the entry gates and manning the access point, effectively obstructing other passengers from gaining entry into the terminal. This unacceptable behavior caused significant disruption to ongoing operations and affected numerous travelers scheduled for various flights. To minimize further inconvenience, Earpiece swiftly activated an operational contingency plan to board affected passengers through an alternate terminal, ensuring the continuity of their travel plans. We are deeply saddened that such a high-profile figure displayed conduct so unbecoming and disruptive to fellow passengers and our personnel. Earpiece maintains a zero-tolerance stance on violence or any form of aggression against our staff and passengers. We urge all guests to remain civil and cooperative at all times. Aviation, blah, 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 blah. That's not our business anymore. Elders, our leaders, elders. What happened to all his money? These guys have their own private jets. What happened? Lagos or Abuja, or when you go to the private hangar, presidential wing, you will see packed private jets owned by these politicians. Like, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm bothering myself. Just put it out there to understand the character, the rogues parading the, parading the space or corridors of power in that contraption. Just the other day, it was a pastor who was seen flashing or threatening a vlogger, and then later turned it into he was an aggressive person. Like, anyway, as you have these people as you have these mad people in political power in that contraption, you also have others. Madness in Nigeria is of different cadre. You know what I mean? Like, it's of different categories. So you have those ones who are like rich criminals. There are those who are like rich, but they're criminals as well. Then you have those ones who are like a middle class. They're criminals too. And then you have those ones who are like at the bottom barrel. Those ones who are like the wrong bottom of the whole ladder, right? They are criminals too. It is like the society that produces all kinds of criminality. That is, if you begin to probe, right, it's like somebody commits a crime right now, okay? And you're like, why would you even do this? Like, why would you do that? You know, as I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't understand what came over me. Why would you just take a phone and smash a phone? Why would you smash and break? I mean, sorry, like break a windshield? Why would you? Such questions that you'll be like, something must be bothering you. There are other ones that you'll be like, why would you have to do that? Right? Why would you do that? And they say, oh, you're like, because it's unbelievable that except something is wrong with you, except if you actually have maybe mental problem, psychosis, mental health issue, and stuff like that, that has not been diagnosed or detected or treated. Because why would one person steal so much money, right, and then bury the money? Money meant for healthcare, money meant for education or children education and all of that. So, payment for teachers or doctors, and somebody steals the money, then bag the money and put the money inside the soak away. You know, when you sit down and try to process that, be like, man, that one is not ordinary. You can't. I mean, no normal person would do that, right? You see, like, no normal person would do that, except somebody who is mad. Abi, that's exactly how I felt when I saw a video of a person. I mean, they call him Bola guys, right? They are so much like a pandemic in that place, by the way, where some young people, right, they will demolish a structure simply because they want to take the iron inside it. Baba, if they tell you, say this person with inside this video is, if I tell you this person is mad, you are likely not going to agree with me and say, no, he's just, that's what they do, or he's poor. I hope some of you will probably see what I see or what I saw, because this is not right. These guys don't do any project, these criminal politicians, and wherever they manage to try to do something, then you see another set of citizens take it upon themselves to destroy it because they want to take the iron rod inside it. This one happened in Delta, a drainage demolished by a lunatic. I want to steal iron.
How do you stand for here? Stand for here. Stand for here. Stand here. Where are you? Where you say your ID card? Where ID card? No, stay here. Stay here. No, you don't run side. No, stay here. Where are you? Who give you? Wait, listen. Look at me. Who give you the right to break this thing? Explain it loud. I want to hear you loud. Nobody give up. Nobody give up. Huh? So you don't destroy what you carry the road. Very good. Yeah. And the road is come from. So nobody. No, where the come and where your phone? Where your phone? Huh? Oh. Who paid that machine with that time? You came from a crime where we come and steal in Delta. Oh, you don't work with the company. You don't work with the company. So the company is actually to break this thing. If the company won't break this thing, okay. I just called the commissioner in charge of this project and he said they know nothing about your activities. Do you know how it takes this the governor to finish this project? Do you know? Put out for this motor. Back on this place. Back on. Yeah, try for this motor. Carry this camera. Carry it. When I'm talking about this. Carry this on. Carry it down. Because no good. So, okay. Nobody robbed with it.
One of these roads, yes, you.
Like, what the hell, man? Eh? So in your own mind, do you think that is like normal? Eh? You see a newly constructed road or ongoing construction in a very quiet area, and you brought out the guys and what have you, and started smashing and destroying them because you want to steal the road. That can be normal. That is not hunger. Forget about this. They are hungry. No. This is not hunger. This is criminal, right? And it is also crazy. You know, I remember years back, right? When I got my first car, and usually when I leave work, maybe late at night, so I'll just go live inside my car on Facebook, right? And then, you know, after the motorway back in the street, and you have to like, you know, going from one street to the other, and you see all these cars parked, people park up their cars on the streets. And I noticed back then, right, that my viewers in Nigeria, they usually ask questions like, so people leave their car outside. Hey, if our see this area last song, they go just they chop up all this side mirror, all this car stereo. And I was like, I used to notice that. So one day I now said, if you come in and steal somebody's car radio, stereo, or you steal their side mirror, where are you going to sell it? Would you pack all of them together and ship them to Africa? Where are you going to sell it? Go. Who is going to buy it from you? So if there is no buyer, there will not be supplier. You get me now? Because if there is a supplier and there is no buyer, the what do you call it? The route of transaction would ordinarily die. There will not be any. I mean, it won't even exist. There will be no existing business when there is no buyer. But Nigeria has created markets for things like this, right? It's unfortunate, you know. We have scrap yards here. But as an individual, wherever you call yourself, you must be able to account for everything that you are taking to any yard to sell. I don't think it's the same in that place. Because why would you just go on? I mean, the energy though, and no wonder that somehow, rather for Nigeria to attract real investors for real, from China, from Lebanon, Lebanese, all these places. So Nigeria continues to attract some of their criminals too. I mean, you will see these Chinese and all these Asians and some of them who have their people in Nigeria perpetuating criminality, involved in illegal mining, and every day Nigeria resources are being siphoned and stolen out of Nigeria, and it keeps living. You get what I mean? Something that Nigerians will never try in all these places. One of them was caught, I think, yesterday, right? What a Chinese man they do for illegal mining spots if it's not the one funding it, and indirectly at the same time funding terrorists. Did you see this video yesterday?
Akwai suke zuwa ba. Amma wannan yana cikin wanda suke kawo kaya irin su ne amma. Dan shege ya ce daga China da zuwa yi, dan buro ba. Dan buro ba, kashe shi. You leave China, you leave Chad, come Nigeria, come they carry this thing they give Boko Haram. So they kill us.
From China,
Chad. I know Chad. Nigeria. When inside bush, what thing carry go inside bush? What thing carry go inside bush? Inside bush. You dey crazy if inside bush then catch you. I say can tell you come. I got you one kind. I got you.
So he was caught working with Boko Haram. Baba, they said the guy is helping the Boko Haram to operate their drones. Right? Chinese operating illegal mine, working with Boko Haram. What else are we missing? Why is Nigeria attracting this kind of people? What about Nigeria government? Like, they are spending trillions, right, on fighting terrorism. And rather than the terrorism to die, it has become an industry. So everybody comes out and say, oh yeah, we believe there are some external factors. But what are you doing about those who are known to be foreign interests, who are funding this terrorism because it helps them to continue to steal and loot, this illegally mined rare earth minerals from Nigeria. Billy Alakori is making his own money, obviously. So if they are not crossing his path, I don't think esprit de corps is not admissible here, or it will be admissible. But that's what I think. Everybody is taking whatever they can take right now, like they know when Nigeria is going to end. I don't know if you're seeing it or you're not seeing it that way. It's up to you. The actions of these guys continue to point to something that some of us are, somehow, our inner voice saying something is cooking, something is happening. You cannot hate your country this much. You can't be this greedy and watch your country become so failed as you are currently witnessing. Normal share you get where they are making all their billions, trillions, they are looting, stealing, everybody. You will want to keep it fine, won't you? But when you look at how these guys are doing and their actions, it's like they know something we don't know. It's like they do know that the whole thing is going to end soon. You better take what you can take before the entire thing finally scatters. And I am not trying to finger your brain. I'm just being, now, trying to be curious sometimes, because when you look at the happenings, and you want to put them side by side and say, well, this is not just greed. There's more to it. These people hate Nigerians. They hate Nigeria. But they can put up a show every now and then to tell people that, no, they love Nigeria. But their actions, everything they are doing shows that they hate that place. Because you care for what you love. You know that you will never treat what you love the way these guys are treating Nigeria. Would you? Be honest. Would you treat something you love the way these guys are treating Nigeria? No, you won't. And that is the point. You see, Nigeria has given them everything. Have you ever thought about that? We talk about their, we talk about their corruption. We talk about their ineptitude, incompetence, impunity, all those fancy, funny words to describe these rogues. You know? Have you ever possibly thought about like Nigeria gives them everything. Their children, their family members, their friends, their concubines, their siblings, and God, man, even their old schoolmates, some of them ended up benefiting simply because these guys are holding power in that contraption. You give them everything. You don't get that. Nigeria doesn't give anybody benefits. You don't get any support. Indeed, you did kind of get a few things on subsidy, but they've removed all of that right now. You know? So you don't hold Nigeria that much. They hold Nigeria everything they are. They hold Nigeria. But look at how they are treating Nigeria and Nigerians. So you will tell me they love Nigeria so much. Would you treat what you love that way? Would anyone do that? I won't. And then you have all these rogues strolling in, strolling out. You know they can, and once in a while they get caught, and you mostly will never even hear or probably that's going to be the end of it. You know? Edo State, somewhere in Edo. I saw something earlier. I was going to share that with us, but I'm coming back. See this one, flooding.
Where you they go? Battle. You go back. Go help, Savior. Savior, go help, Savior. We need help, run. Come on, this is the supermarket, so you don't boss. Water they carry people. Come on, come rescue team, come on. Water wait you. Give your phone, don't pass this one. Video, you don't let me. I'm going to see your papa. Can I be the thief? Can I be the thief? Look at this country. Go, play. Declare no police. Like where you they go? Battle.
That was Edo. But for Lagos Ibadan, the tragedy that struck this afternoon, was that of a fuel-laden tanker lost control, crashed, and then exploded, leading to, as it was reported, 2 cars, burned, but no life lost. As at the time I last checked. But the fire or the smoke from it still pretty much out there. This was Lagos Ibadan Expressway this afternoon.
This is serious though. A tanker caught fire at Nasfat U-turn coming from Lagos, U-turn going back to Lagos, as you can see. And the fire has been under this canal, under this gutter, so it's coming down, and you can see that everywhere has erupted in fire, so no vehicle can move. The boom you are hearing is the fire, the fuel under those gutter. So as they are moving, they are catching fire. and you can see people all over. So this is Tipper garage close to Asheshe, close to Olowo Tedo. This is Olowo Tedo side. Today is Wednesday. What's today's date? Today is Wednesday. That is after Ilea, a new week. June. What's today's date? Hello, can you date any? No? Date any? When can you date any?
11.
Okay, today is 11th. Wednesday, June 2025. The vehicle is still burning. In the past 30 minutes or an hour, nobody to come and extinguish this fire, and it's going towards another filling station there. I think this needs to be done as quick as possible. Please help us share this video. This is serious though. A tanker got
very serious. I don't know if they have put the fire out right now, but there's no reports of any life lost. In the last week alone, I have actually seen the news of exploded tankers, crashed tankers in Abuja, in Lagos, in this same Ibadan, then on this Lagos Ibadan Expressway in the last 1 week. Not to talk about market fire, market fires, you know, where we have seen surprise fires erupted in, popular markets that burned down multi-million naira worth of goods. It's just, man. But in all of it, right, in all of this, when Nigeria happened to you, sometimes some people don't live to tell the story. For those who live to tell the story, right? That means may God not preserve us for suffering or hardship. It's a very popular prayer to say, when somebody say, this is somebody, right, who is going through hell. They are like, what would be the usefulness of that mitogun? Like long life. So that's why they add prosperity to it. Oh, are you right? You get that now, like, why do you want to live long? You get what I mean now? Like, you are facing serious shaggy. Like, serious one. I'm not asking anybody to buy themselves, so sure you get, but it's kind of like, I don't know. The level of thinking that sometimes you have to be at a level of one kind of realm that you be like, wait, I am homeless, I don't get anything, I'm in Nigeria, I don't get this or that and all of that stuff. Going through it a lot, like you're going through it, gone. And then somebody says like, may God give you long life. And you're like, what would you use that for? But they say, well, if you're still alive, there is hope, right? Because Nigeria happens to people every day. Only, a handful of us can possibly say we live to tell this story. Here you get, live to tell this story. See this old man. I don't know how long he's been a king. But if they didn't add king, I would just say, the Fulani terrorists that kidnapped an old man, they released him after weeks in their custody. This is the story of this old man, 94-year-old monarch. He is a king. But Nigeria will humble you. You get what I mean? They took him from his communities. Person will be say he was supposed to be the spiritual guide for his own community as their leader. But they took him. 94-year-old man. When Nigeria happened to him, I hope to hear from him as well, like he's living to tell the story. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, that you are hearing. It's because transactions successful new. Because in Nigeria, that they kidnapped you and you are paying ransom, you've paid ransom, you're not guaranteed that you're going to be freed alive. Oh. So don't think that now God save am there. All this, I thank God. It's just a way to just kind of like have a bit of a closure to say, thank you, God, for letting this transaction to be successful. They kidnapped the monarch, the old man. Why would anybody kidnap a 94-year-old man in the first place? Because this afternoon, when that video made it to the internet, and I kept asking myself, because that's what I do most of the time before I bring some of this stuff to you. I'm always like, why would that even happen? What is the explanation for this? 94 years old. Baba now, even if you smoke latrine as a terrorist, that's a person that can die while you are moving in. It can die in your hand there, right? But that's to tell you how deteriorated the situation is. They can keep glossing over it. But every day, we always have their victims to show you. And there is no one that is too young or too old to be a victim in that place, like a violent victim in that place. They also have those ones who possibly chases people on the streets. Those are the extortionists. This one happened in Ogun State, and somebody made a video. Government thugs.
Ní Providence yẹn mo ti kú o Providence ibi tí mo ti kú o lélẹ̀ so wọ́n mú mi wọ́n ní pé mo need pé kí n dá koto pé àwọn máa pe SARS àwọn máa fi SARS gbé mi so ibẹ̀ la wà báyìí ẹ pariwo station so wọ́n mú báìkì mi wọ́n ní pé ipe mo gbọ́dọ̀ dá koto nínú ladies bike ipe mo gbọ́dọ̀ dá koto pé mo kàn rìn láàrin ìlú lẹ ní àdúgbò sádùgbò pé mo kúrò ládùgbò sádùgbò so bàbá ẹ̀ nìyẹn tó sọ pé àwọn máa pe SARS wá gbé mi. Kinimogun, ladies like Kinimogun. Ẹ sọ fún mi pé kẹ́mi àtúwálé. Ẹ sọ fún mi pé kẹ́mi lọ wá akoto. Ṣé mo ṣọ̀kadà ni? Ẹbí báyìí mi lọ. Ẹ pé SARS kọ́ débi báyìí, kó ṣe nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún wa. Kọ́ pé SARS. Ṣebí SARS ló ń bá yín ṣiṣẹ́. SARS ń má koto ni. Ẹ máa sọ fún mi. Ẹ máa sọ fún mi. Tí ìṣù bá ti wá dé tán, tí agbára bá ti ṣó, àyà máa balẹ̀. Ó fẹ́ lọ kẹ̀.
Allah, no, they finish. Here is what they are dragging, right? Those guys are traffic officials. So they saw this young man riding a bike. You know what they call this birdie? Is it called birdie or something? But it's called ladies' bike. Others, you know. And to him, it was just kind of like playing with this around the area, like just on the street, not the main road, that he didn't think he had to use the helmet, you know? So when I saw that video again, I'm like, yeah, you had those ones who are pretty much government thugs. I know them very well. They are called Trace. Now, normally we say they are doing their job, which is to make sure that safety first. So if you are going to ride a bike, you need to use the helmet. Sounds cool, right? But that's not how that is not how it is. This is not what it looked like there. Their intention is to use that infraction, right, to extort him. That's the end goal. The end goal is to get him to pay and bail himself so that they can share the money and go look for another prey for Nigerians. When it comes to safety, Baba, it is going to be like you are speaking a foreign language. I don't know how many of you have noticed that. When they have to force them to wear helmets on the bikes, right? they are using for commercial whatever, so that at least save yourself. When majority of them are driving or riding, like people who have extra lives elsewhere. You know what I mean? Some people will say, no, I can't put, excuse me, I can't put that helmet on my head. Because we heard that they are using it to take people's destiny. So I can't. But majority just ignored it completely. I can't use any safety. So the other day I was on the phone with Iyakofo, right? She got herself a car to start with. And she wanted to show me that, you know, say the inside and all that. And she got inside this, she sent a picture, right? Before then, right? And I realized that, oh, no seat belt, you know? Seat belt. No, I'm just driving around the streets, you know, it's Adumbo. We are just within the area. That's what I did. I said, you have to use seat belts before you even start your car. And if you have forgotten before you start the car, right, make sure you use it before you move your car from, you know. And she was like, we don't use seat belts here like that. We don't. I was like, I know, but it is very bad. You get what I mean? Like, so when you tell them, you need to do this, and we're like, no, we are just talking like Oyibo. For a year, we don't need all of that thing. And that is why when you look at those who are supposed to be the enforcement officers, they too, they themselves are like the people they are supposed to be enforcing the law on. So most of the time, the intention is not to enforce the law. It is to exploit the infraction. You understand? Because they will have a section of the law to say you are supposed to use your seat belt. You're supposed to use an helmet. But they are all for your own protection. I said, but when I asked Yakup, I was like, didn't you hear the sound when the car not make sound, right? Because when you drive away and you're supposed to use your seat belt and you didn't use your seat belt, right? Within few seconds of driving away, your car will begin to make this sound, annoying sound, pom, 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 to remind you. I said, is your car not making that sound? And she was like, is that the sound? Is this the sound? I was like, did you not check the top of your, what do you call it? Just the top of your car somehow. There should be something there that shows about put the seatbelt on. And she was like, I didn't know that. But I said, you need to use seat belt. You need to check that the car you are traveling in is pretty much safe. You see this where they talk. I don't become Oyinbo in front of an average Nigerian. Well, Benny, you're just talking like Oyinbo, Baba. Leave that one. You know me, I don't drive since 1981. I don't drive before they born you. Now you go come and tell me, say, make I use to make it. Well, Benny, you now you both team be that one. Now Oyinbo. It's like, how long grab me? So when I saw that, please, if you have to ride a bike, if you have money for helmet, get it. It's for your own good. It'd be like box. No. Yeah, it'd be like, I don't know if I can say it is like eggshell, you know, mold eggshell like that. And you use this, your knuckle to crack it. Or if you use your knuckle to crack a boiled egg, right? Do you know how that feels, right? It's like your knuckle or so is so strong and stronger than the eggshell, right? Now, imagine if you have a glass ball like this, and you do like that, and you can hear the sound. So the glass is still the glass, right? Then you take one hammer. You don't need to hit it. Just by the time you do 1, 2, 3, you get what I mean? So that's exactly what can happen if you have if you hit your head on the ground. You know something, that intelligent, amazing, you know, futuristic, ambitious young man or woman that you are can completely turn you to something else. It's for your safety, Sha. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know who needed to hear that, all right? But somebody needed to see this, and that is the Sole, administrator of Rivers, people said since he came, Rivers, Port Harcourt is now looking dirty before it becomes too much. So I show you this, and maybe it needs to hear. No, it needs to see this. So let's hope Ibas sees that. Okay. Yeah, somebody just sounded like a typical Niger there. Well, Benny, the seatbelt always is always staining dress. Why is your seatbelt staining your dress? That means you never really use your seatbelt. Yeah. Now we can say that God they save you since all this while, because there must be something saving you all this while. And you all know that what I just said right now is true. And some of you, either you have changed or you need to change. Or most of us have been there too, right? Use your seat belt when you are in your car. Clean it. Clean the seat belt. Pull it out like that. Okay? Get some clean clothes, towel and soap. Soak it in the water and keep cleaning it like that until it's so clean. Because your life may depend on it next time. So thank you so much, brethren, right? For your time. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I will see you some other time. So for now, YouTube is dealing us a very bad blow, okay? They are ensuring that, this their algorithm nonsense continue to make it almost impossible for majority of you to receive notification whenever Maiyegun is live, or even when Maiyegun is done. To say, oh yeah, you missed this, watch Maiyegun. They do that to me almost around this time, yeah? But anyway, thanks so much to those of you who showed up. Enjoy the rest of your evening, right? While I enjoy the rest of my own temporary break for now, okay? So thank you and good night from here.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun diary politico. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn làjú lórí YouTube àní ẹ̀sùn làjú bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́ àní ẹ̀sùn làjú ijó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀sùn làjú bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn làjú bí gómìnà gbówó jẹ àní ẹ̀sùn làjú ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá àní ẹ̀sùn làjú aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn làjú òkúra olóṣèlú àní ẹ̀sùn làjú ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.